So we got the movie Immaculate. Is a scary horror thriller dramatic movie starring Sidney Sweeney, which of course she's gorgeous and perfect by the way, releasing this March in 2024. After a tragic incident in her past, she reaches out to find herself and ask God why has he saved her from this terrible incident, but also she ends up in Italy to be a nun at such a young, golden, beautiful, perfect age. What transpires is a series of untold devilish, demonic, sinister events that's happening inside the house, as you probably seen in the trailers. Is it true what they're saying though? Is this the work of God, or is something sinister, weirdish going on? Find out as we talk about it. I was open-minded to a Sidney Sweeney movie. I think one of the comments that I saw from other people's like in the forums and stuff, I just see Sidney Sweeney in the movie and I watch. That's it. I don't care if it's scary, I don't care if it's sexy, although I'm not gonna lie to you, this movie is going to be better than what a lot of people are gonna give it credit for. And even in my quick out of the theater reactions, I did say I was going into this with low expectations because Sidney Sweeney in a first time scary movie thriller, I was like, yeah, I don't know, we'll see how this goes, although it is better than what I thought it was going to be. We'll talk about her performance in a minute, but I feel like in terms of the terminology for video games, for Sidney Sweeney, I'm sorry, but I feel like this might be side quest. This is definitely not her bread and butter. I mean, this is the first time she's doing it, so this could be the first time she's doing a side quest, but this is not her, I don't want to say main forte, because of course her acting abilities has definitely grown and you can see that in this movie, although I do prefer her more in the sexy lingerie girlfriend, like horny type materials, if that's what I mean, to be honest. After being in the nun house for a few days, we as the audience, of course her, get introduced. So of course this is where you get traditional jump scares, the scary things start happening, things start moving in the dark. We also get some craziest lore and exposition. Why is she in this nun house in church in Italy and why things are start happening? But I feel like this is one of those movies, the less you know the better, because when the narrative moments hit beat for you, when they start happening, and I don't want to say layers upon layers, but just when the twists and turns start happening in the movie, you're just like, oh my gosh, like I did not think it was going to that, because it totally averted my expectations and what I was thinking to. It literally was coming from left side. I feel like especially this movie feels like this movie could be like, this could be the work of God, but what you're thinking and I'm thinking is totally different from the movie shows you. Basically, is it God? Is it our true Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Or is it something devilish, demonic things, hellish, and in the bottom that's going to happen? Or is it sinister things? Could it be inside the church? Could it be manipulative? Could it be external factors? Could it be the left or the right influence the church? That's why the less you know the better, because it is one of those things, and what happens is totally different than what I was going to. This movie has this kind of unjustly feeling with the pianos and score that fit the overall narrative theme of the movie, although just like every other scary movie, I feel like when it's dark, it's really dark. It's like, why is it so dark? Like, I get it, maybe the movie's going for that in terms of cinematography, but then again, this movie wasn't made in IMAX, so you don't get that extra screen or brightness. But I'm like, maybe a little bit saturation, contrast, or maybe some color editing could be a long way. Although I do like the performance that she has with her friendship as she meets a friend in the church. She of course has her backstory, but she does have a joke about the older nun trying to train her, saying I think she lost her battery on her vibrator. So they are talking about sex and they are thinking about that, just not the way probably me or you are thinking about it. At the end of the day, before I give you my grade, I am susceptible to these types of movies. I am scared of devil, hellish, demonic things. That's what I'm scared. I'm not really scared of ghosts, because sometimes the ghosts can be sexy and thrilling and it could be a girl and we could just have a relationship, but that's what I'm scared of. And I'm not lying to you that I am scared about that, you know? So when I was watching this movie, I'm like, fuck, like I'm gonna get over my fears, but I'm gonna be with people, so it doesn't matter. But I actually got through it because I was just like, wow, like I can get through this, and I feel like it's not that scary, even though what is happening was totally different from how I was thinking. But I am a believer of Christ, I am Christian, I do like to go to church, so this movie would appeal to me in terms of my scariest fears. That's just me being very honest with you. And yeah, I'm just scared of that, so I'm just like, it depends on the level of scared that you have for yourself, that you go into this movie. If you're not scared of like the same thing that I am, like the devil, the hellish, which it's weird, we shouldn't be because we believe in God, so we're like, if we believe in God, but that's a whole different side of worms. But still, I'm just like, but it's messed up what happens in this movie. But though I can't understate that Sidney Sweeney has definitely grown as an actress, and her performance really shows and shines bright through here, especially the range of what she does, the acting chops that she does, the gravitas. Of course, I don't want to use that word yet because she doesn't have that, I feel like. Although I am okay seeing her in these types of movies, I do prefer her in the more sexy, lingerie, horny type movies. Although in terms of the terminology, just like in the video games, for these movies, I wouldn't mind if she does it okay. This is just quest lines or side quests for her in terms of her main quest, which is the sexy lingerie girlfriend. Not that she can't do this, of course, but that nun dress that she wears, it doesn't do anything to incent her body. And I'm sorry I'm talking like this because I'm a dude, so I'm just like you're not really flattering to me, but of course it's the church and the nun, but still. Anyway, at the end of the day, I'm gonna give this a grade C. I did have a fun time, scary time with it, although those jump scares really can get you sometimes. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you so much. Maybe consider hitting that like button and turning on notifications so you never miss a video. And with that, take care, bye.